Just waking up in front of the Horseshoe. Didn't really like the games at Tunica, so we're gonna head to like the Oklahoma-Texas border, a place called Winstar. Hopefully find like a better 2.5 or something. But on the way we're gonna stop and do a little hiking in Arkansas. So got about a 5-6 hour drive ahead of us today. We might try to get a sunset hike in, or might just get in late and just do a full day hike tomorrow. But planning on being at the Winstar tomorrow night. A little shout out to the boys and girls over there at Neptuna. Delicious, especially after a nice day hiking. So in this hand, we look down at pocket jacks from the button, and there's a straddle under the gun plus one limps, and middle position raises to 40. We decided to 3-bet here from the button to 110. We were playing earlier in the day with middle position at a 1-3 game while we were waiting for a 2-5 seat, and he was asking the dealer what he thought about the 2-5 games here, and he's like, do you think I should try to play it? He seemed like a 1-3 reg who just came up with the higher stakes. So he makes the call, and the flop comes out Queen 7-5, pretty good flop for pocket jacks, and he leads 225, almost a full size pot bet here. And now we're going into the tank. I don't see him raising this or leading into me with pocket queens, pocket sevens, or pocket fives. I don't really know what he's scared of here. But my thought would be, if he's a thinking player, that on a board like this, if he checks, I'm obviously going to continue, just because there's so much money out there and the c-bet's so profitable. So kind of going the tank here, and it's super weird, but since he was at my 1-3 table earlier and he doesn't seem to be a 2-5 reg, I just don't think pocket jacks are good here that much. The only thing I'm really beating is pocket 10s and pocket 9s that are leading out for protection against ace king, which is weird. But so this hand made the cut just because I think it's super weird. And a little advice is, if you think you have an aggressive player behind you, especially one who's good at reading hands, you really want to check this flop back if you smash it. And by smashing it, I mean ace queen, any sets, pocket kings, pocket aces. But we let it go. We think there's better spots. So here we go, missing the pre-flop action again. There's 4 limps, and we're on the button with king 6 of diamonds, and I elect just to call. The big blind raises to 25, and everyone calls in front of me, so for $20 more, we kind of have to continue here. I really don't like the big blinds raise. If you're trying to isolate here, you got to go much bigger. But he checks, and it checks around to the cutoff, who leads for 100. Using our position here and the fact that we have top pair, backdoor diamonds, we elect to jam. I'm going to explain this a little bit right now. What we're worried about here is essentially pocket 4s. I believe the cutoff would raise, and so I just have him on a weak king, probably king jack or king 10, and we're really worried about pocket 4s and king 9. I think my raise here looks super credible, and the other reason why I like it is it's essentially it's not a 475 jam, it's about 380, because big blind only had 240 behind and the cutoff had 280 back, so it's really raised to 380, but we just go ahead and jam it in there. There's no draws here either, so usually this play you expect to see a draw here, but he ends up letting it go, and we elect to show a 6 of diamonds. Don't like showing cards, but we've been so card dead this session. So in this hand, we look down at pocket 6s. The middle position raises to 20. We call directly to his left, the button, and the big blind call. So we go full raise to flop of ace 7-6, and the big blind checks, and middle position continues for 75. With the straight draws and the spades out here and bottom set, and the fact that we just showed this exact player the 6 of diamonds on a re-raise, I think that there's only one thing to do here, and we elect to raise it up to 175. So it's definitely on the smaller side, but I think we can credibly have like 8-9 of spades, 8-10 of spades, 6-5 of spades, a lot of them, a lot of hands like that, and I don't think he's letting go a big ace. So it folds back around to him, and he jams for 310. We snap it off. The queen came on the turn, 3 of clubs on the river, and he had ace, queen of clubs, so he's never getting away from the hand, even if he just calls. But still like the raise, especially since we showed the 6 of diamonds, and it kind of... so in this hand, we missed the pre-flop action again. We look down at pocket 7s. There's 2 limps. I call them middle position, cutoff calls, and button raises to $25. And we go 6 ways to the flop of 10, 7, deuce. The flop checks around to the button, who continues for 100. Folds to us, and we kind of got a decision here. But this is the second time that the button player has done the same exact thing. He was actually in the big blind hand where he raised the 25 last time. So he's definitely raising way too small and giving everyone the correct odds to play against what I assume are his premiums. When you have 4 limpers in front of you, you need to be raising much higher. We elect to raise to 235, and he snap all ins. We snap call for 505, and the board rolls out 10 jack. Really happy with the raise here, just because a 10 is a card you can get away from on the turn, which would have been deadly to us. But poker's an easy game when you're running sets into aces, and he's electing to raise $25 from the button. I would like to see a raise to about 45 here. Unfortunately, I'm still going to call just because I'm getting proper odds since he has about 530 in his stack.